We often hear about things being hereditary, including dementia. So is it hereditary? The simple answer is sometimes, but it's more complicated than a straightforward yes or no. And there's important nuance to understand. Most dementia, especially latent-set Alzheimer's disease, is not directly inherited in a simple, predictable way. Rather, your genes can significantly influence your risk of developing it. Think of it as a combination of your genetic susceptibility and your lifestyle. Genes may load the gun, but lifestyle often pulls the trigger. Let me explain this further. There are two categories of hereditary dementia. Number 1, the rare, directly inherited forms. A very small percentage of dementia cases, particularly early-onset Alzheimer's disease, which appears before age 65, are caused by deterministic genes. This means a single inherited mutated gene directly causes the disease. These forms of dementia are relatively rare, accounting for less than 1% of all Alzheimer's cases. The three genes involved are amyloid precursor protein AP, presenilin, 1-PSEN1, and presenilin 2-SEN2. These genes are involved in processing a protein called amyloid beta. When mutated, they lead to an accumulation of this protein, forming plaques that are a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. These forms are usually inherited in an autosomal dominant manner. That means if a parent has the mutated gene, each child has a 50% chance of inheriting it. Children who inherit the mutated gene will almost certainly develop the disease, often in their 40s or 50s. Number 2, the common risk genes. For the vast majority of people, especially those with latent-set Alzheimer's after 65, genes don't cause the disease, but they can increase or decrease the risk. Having a certain gene variant is not a guarantee of developing dementia, but it raises your baseline risk. Other genes, and crucially, lifestyle factors play a massive role. So far, we focused on genetics. But for most people, the biggest factor by far is lifestyle and environment. For most people, non-genetic factors have the largest impact on dementia risk. These are the factors you can control. That includes cardiovascular health, high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, high cholesterol, and diabetes. All of these significantly increase the risk of dementia. What's bad for the heart is also bad for the brain. Other lifestyle factors include physical inactivity, diet, smoking, and excessive alcohol use, all of which can damage blood vessels and brain cells. Finally, social isolation and cognitive inactivity. A lack of mental stimulation and social engagement are a major risk factor. Let's summarize what this all means for you. If you have a strong family history of dementia, especially early-onset dementia, a rare, inherited deterministic gene mutation is likely. Your risk is high and relatively predictable. Genetic counseling is highly recommended for families with this pattern. If you have a strong family history of latent-set dementia, it's likely a combination of risk genes like ApoE4 and shared lifestyle or environmental factors. Your risk is elevated, but not certain. This is a powerful motivation to adopt a brain-healthy lifestyle. If you don't have a strong family history, you may have neutral or protective genes. You are not immune. Your risk is determined almost entirely by your lifestyle, health, and environmental factors. Regardless of your family history, the pillars of prevention are regular physical exercise, a heart-healthy diet, managing cardiovascular health, staying mentally and socially active, and getting quality sleep. These dramatically reduce your risk. In summary, dementia is rarely purely hereditary. For most people, it is a complex interplay of genetic risk factors and modifiable lifestyle choices. You cannot change your genes, but you can dramatically influence your risk through your daily habits. By understanding your risk factors, you can take proactive steps to keep your brain healthy and lower your risk of dementia. Remember, knowledge is power. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can be alerted on my next posting. Like and share out this video to others that might benefit from T2. Thank you.